in search and destroy throughout the Pro League. It was, what, 4-4 for 100 Thieves, but I think we've seen improvements from them, at least over the past couple weeks.
Well, Kenny just falls off the map right there.
Well,
So.
yeah, timing of that.
No, but again, this is one that, you know, I mean, just in general, really, throughout the season, we haven't seen a lot of payload. There are some teams who do favor it. I think that's just because they want it in their map pool. They want to have forced teams to, you know, veto it against them. So for 100 Thieves, again, they haven't played it a lot, but maybe just trying to expand that map pool.
Well, talking on the other side of it with Attach, just thinking what he can bring to this. He said, you know, we've taken some strats and tried to make them our own. Thanks to the Toronto event, I think the World Gaming event that's coming up in April, they actually had to play in qualifiers every weekend. So this new roster actually got about a month of search and destroy practice and over the course of 3 or 4 weekends. So they feel pretty good in search. A lot of times you worry about a team in search and you make a team change because you don't usually scrim it, right? You just see them scrim the respawns. You only get practice in like your 2Ks, 1Ks, whatever it might be. But he said they actually got more than you would expect. So it'll be interesting to see if there's some improvements. Because if you come in here and win your first search and destroy, that feels pretty good considering how bad you were at the Pro League.
Yeah, even saw after that first round, you saw Attach smiling, right? He had a rough map #1, so. You know, EG just flushing off that first map loss, but Priesta able to find the first blood. Octane watching over him with that sniper as well. But I think for 100 Thieves, I mean, we've talked about how dominant they are at search or at respawn. If they can become at least a 50 or 60% S&D team, they have a chance at winning a lot of tournaments.
Yeah, they sat right around 50-50 in the Pro League, and it took them to first. So we know they can get it done with kind of that 50-50 standing. But one of the stats that really blew my mind when I was talking to EG about, or talking to JP about EG, where they really struggled, they drew what? It was first blood percentage and 33% around, which is the lowest of any team. So we know how important first bloods are. If you're not getting any first bloods, we're the lowest of every single team in the Pro League, yeah, it's going to be tough to win.
Yeah, right, especially in all those retake situations. We always talk about it happens every single time where one team stacks the bomb site, the attacking team goes to the other one.
Well, is Attach someone that you could see helping from a first blood standpoint? He's not really a player like Priesta, though, that's RB's just flying in, getting first blood and finding a first blood.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, he's got great gun skill, so it doesn't hurt.
But he's not actually usually that entry guy that's necessarily going to take that first gunfight.
No, I think you look at guys like Royalty or Fellow. Like, those have to be your couple of guys. Those are your aggressors who, yeah, when it comes to those first bloods, has to be on them.
Well, we're splitting round count and split with regards to those first bloods as well. Octane shown a forehead for a moment, but can't rip it off. He'll get set up top heaven. Enable tries to find an angle. That's going to be a cluster on him, but he's able to get away for a moment. Octane's got to back it up. He gets a shot, but Attach able to get through. And now the back line of 100 Thieves getting picked apart. As Octane hits the snipe, though, that'll push it into a 3 versus 3.
Yeah, but you have a couple of flames. Look at Fellow #4 going all the way around. He was setting this up for the entire round. The problem is, it might just be too long, where 100 Thieves is going to find this kill. And now they know. Now they know to turn around as Priesta finds #2.
How does Priesta get that second kill? It's all going to fall to Fellow as he charges in, wins a gunfight. Octane there for the trade. And 100 Thieves get around on the board.
And again, EG, you have the numbers, you get the bomb down, you are setting up Fellow to make the play.
They found the first 2 kills, didn't they?
They're setting up Fellow, and it just goes too long. What does Priesta do? He goes through the ship, he goes on a very small flame, just gets around, they're able to find
I thought when he was climbing the ladder up to heaven, I thought Gunjar was going to have that kill for sure. I don't know if it was an awkward timing or the stun is really what did it, but you thought he had the position there certainly to get it done. Maybe it's coming off the tail end of that stun. Oh, a couple of big kills from Priesta as he continues to be one of the best players, hell, in the world right now. His stock, I don't think, could be much higher than it currently is. Maybe an MVP of this event that'll raise it. That's about it. 5-2 for him to kick things off. Octane was able to connect in the previous round with the sniper. We'll see if he can find anything here towards the B site. Looks like a slow build up from 100 Thieves, just kind of playing for a pick right now, playing for information. There it is.
Well, there's that first blood. We were talking about it. Attach peaks for a second. We know how good of a sniper Octane can be, but look at that map. You'll see all of 100 Thieves towards that A side. So you do have one player sort of dragged over here due to Octane's position, and he does spot him, but the kills go down, the quick rotation is in. A great play by 100 Thieves to just utilize the middle of the map, catch Exotic off guard.
You know, while we have this tough situation with somebody going off the map, we haven't talked about it too much, but you know, we were on the old patch for the final 2 weeks of Division B, right? With regards, we didn't have the weapon balance come through yet. This is gonna be the first time that everyone's kind of playing with it. How big of an impact do you think that has here for this particular event?
Well, the thing I want to watch is the ICR players, right? Because I think if we looked at Vegas and Pro League, the Maddox was pretty darn good medium to long range, where it was just a tough position for the ICRs, just really combined with the movement and the healing, it makes their life hell, right? So we really expected ICR players, I think, due to online play, to really carry a giant load, and it didn't happen at Vegas. And I'm wondering now, with that Maddox nerf, if the ICR players are a bit more comfortable. Guys like Octane, guys like Crim6.
You can't really challenge them at range, right?
No.
I mean, you can, but it's not gonna go well for you typically. 3-1 advantage though in this search and destroy. First blood in for Kenny, but traded almost instantly. So that'll get us to 2-4-4. Enable wins one gunfight, but as he drops, it's quickly a 2 versus 2. Octane 3 rounds in a row has been able to hit a snipe. He's now 250 off streaks. Did they give him a shot for a second? I think he was pre-shooting the edge there.
Well, I think Royalty got behind that forklift and somehow stayed alive for so long, and it was almost like they forgot about him. And he found a timing to get up into that top window. So now you have a 1 versus 2.
This is very winnable for Octane still, though. It's definitely manageable. They still got to get bomb down. They're going to start the plant. What kind of timing does Octane get?
It might be a good one. That player's standing up on the bomb. Now he's going to try to find Exotic, but Exotic goes left. And now this is a tough situation for Octane. And I love this play. Just
hops it. He just hops it.
Right
Is anyone
away.
going to check it? It's halfway there. It's halfway there. No one's going to check it. Exotic's going to come now. Is it going to be
Got it! He got it!
He got it! Octane gets the defuse off. They get there a second late. What a play from Octane. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, and it's just one of those situations where we don't see that very often, right? A 1 versus 2, they have no idea where he is. Nobody checks the bomb.
Well,
they just back
especially
up there
I
playing their life.
think in this game, with Fog of War being in as well, I think players have been even more hesitant to play sneaky plays, to play the ninja. You never know when you're gonna get that ping, right, with somebody on the map, maybe on bomb, but he goes for it. And God, Exotic must get the kill, 0.2 seconds after the views comes in. That was unreal. 4-1 now for 100 Thieves.
And again, we talk about how tough it is to win 1 versus 2, so why not just go for it if you're Octane?
Yeah, it's a good point. We haven't seen that many, right? Just a handful of really those big clutches from a solo player against the odds. Bomb planted now, 400 Thieves. The first blood, though, does come in for Evil Geniuses. This will make the retake a lot more manageable. Will Royalty get caught there in mid-tunnel? It looks like he was able to stay up, and he actually finds the kill onto Priestess, so a big play from Royalty mid-map. Now on the flank, we're watching Fellow win a huge gunfight. Now it's all on Enable with 20 seconds remaining. Fellow goes big. EG, stop the bleeding.
So
Get around to the board.
You talk about that first blood coming in, but if you're 100 Thieves, plenty at that bomb site in a 5 versus 5. Enable probably knows he's going to go down. Yes, you have Octane watching over you, the sniper rifle, but with FMJ, with those ICRs, there's nobody mid-tunnel. You're just going to get wall banked. Enable knows. My goal this round is to plant the bomb. After that, it is on you. So that first blood comes through, it's up to the 100 Thieves guys.
The one gunfight, I was curious how it went. Like we saw Royalty healing up to full kind of mid-tunnel, and you saw on X-Ray, it was Priesta flying at him. Right as we hop off that, somehow, I guess he gets full, he has a SOG, he's able to take it, but he drops there, and you get that mid-tunnel control for Priesta. That could go very differently.
Yeah, and then you have Octane set up with a sniper rifle,
Yep.
can peek it from different angles.
Priest has slowed down a little bit after starting 5-2, but still leading all players at 6-4. No, sorry, Royalty's actually leading the way. He's 7-3, and he's 200 off of streaks right now. He has a frag to work with. He has that grab slam as well. A lot of tools.
Yeah, if we could actually stick with Royalty, I want to see the way he uses this nade. I imagine you see number 10, that's Priest in a very solid position. So he's actually nade the mid-tunnel. And we've seen this more often. Those frag grenades, players know when you have War Machine. So you don't wear flat jacket, you can avoid clusters through the heel. But frag grenades, they'll catch you off guard.
Yeah, it's so different than past Call of Duty titles. But yeah, you toss a good one, you're almost guaranteed a kill, it seems, especially in Search. Octane sees one slide across, but now we back-to-back first bloods for EG, a statistical category where they were really lackluster in the Pro League.
And there's one that we were just talking about. Enable able to find one with Exotic. Fellow, though, did find that first blood. It was Slasher. He was trying to catch the rotation towards that B side, but now you have 28 seconds left. Full map control for 100 Thieves. and EG have to go. They do not have a lot of time to work with, but Royalty having a great game, but the trade is there from Enable, now a 3 versus 3.
He calls out one behind, Octane gets there with the help, and EG swatted off the map. Good map control from 100 Thieves. They put together a nice round.
You saw the rotation come through just a couple of times. They rotate to the B-bomb site, and well, guess what? Octane's still there with the sniper. They're like, we don't want to risk this. We don't want to run across the top catwalk. They go around, but by the time they go back, it's 25 seconds left. However, it was great work, great teamwork out of 100 Thieves to get those trades in.
Yeah, I don't think they dropped the player. I mean, they just really picked apart EG. Now they just need one more round to take a 2-0 edge, and why that's especially scary with 100 Thieves, against a team like EG, 100 Thieves have been the best control team in the game. You think they go up 2-0, EG, they're in for a world of hurt.
Yeah, what are they, like 15-4 since Vegas?
Yeah, they've been insane.
Or
I know in
Vegas,
Respawn in general, but control is really where things have always been strong for this 100 Thieves side. Attack 5 gonna come out.
I actually didn't see this either, but you see Enable, number 7, he's actually using 0. So we do have a 0 sighting for the first time.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Just got added.
That does come into play.
What? It's like 2 weeks ago that got added.
Yep.
Priest though shuts down mid-tunnel, but right as that happens, they get all the kills on the outside. But Priest has now found 3. It's going to be a 2v2. Priest up to 9 and 5. 3 in this round as he's maybe working on a potential ace. He's got a chance to do it. Oh, he doesn't get it off. He thinks about the grab slam, but it's too late. His attach shuts him down, and a chance for EG to stay alive in this game too.
It was just one of those timings. He comes off that slide and wants to hit both the bumpers, but that doesn't happen. Kenny, though, now in a 1 versus 1, able to find one on new attach. Heals on up, 10 seconds left. He has to get the plant down. Fellow just runs away. And well, he's probably gonna check it at 5, but Kenny not gonna go for it. So Fellow plays it correctly in that 1 versus 1, takes the gamble, and well, they get the round win. But that's scary. If Priest gets around that corner, and there's not 2, maybe there's only 1, that could come in.
That's 11 kills for him and an ace to close it out. That would have been special, but yeah, he was spamming it. He was spamming L2R2 as hard as he possibly could, but attach goes clutch and hits the melee, and EG still in this. What's that put it in 3-5?
Didn't even see in that best play just how separated EG are. It's one gunfight, he can heal, another gunfight, right? A lot of times the trades are so quick, you don't allow that player to heal. EG, they gotta play a little bit more together.
See if 100 Thieves can end it here, if EG can extend this map too. What do you have on EG? You have War Machine, you have the grab slam to work with. Really nothing except maybe a Tempest Roctane here shortly. But certainly specialist advantage, at least in this particular round. And there's the War Machine, gonna come in. Who's got flak? Enable does, he's got it in the corner. It takes 3 or 4 to shut him down, but that will be the first blood. But then he challenges Octane, he's got the ICR in the back, rips him, puts it to a 4v4 quickly.
And once again, they go towards this B site, and who is it? It's Fellow on the flank.
Nice
There's
bait,
the help
bait.
I was talking about. There's the rotation out of EG as well. Now a 2 versus 4. Octane and Slasher. Slasher trying to find Goonjar, but he's gonna back away.
And you've got double ICR, I think, right now. 400 Thieves. So a tough situation when you're trying to break in and retake.
It's almost one of those situations where do we go for it? Are they gonna throw their lives away at this? Slasher once again, you can see what I'm talking about with that movement, how tough it could be to find kills with the ICR at times. But now in 1 versus 3, 20 seconds left, trying to find anything, not able to do so.
So the War Machine opens things up, and then EG able to keep it rolling. From 5-2, now to 5-4. What event was it where we saw the 2-5 comebacks? Was that Vegas or the qualifier?
Probably qualifier, the 1-5s.
Was it the 1-5s or the 2? It was the 1-5s? I remember
There's a lot of comebacks.
Yeah. And a lot of that due to specialist use at times, you see? That's what gets you the opening there.
Well, you can even see the way that 100 Thieves has been playing it. Since I know Royalty's been going off, he has grab slam, right? So they're sort of staying away from that middle tunnel, that middle ship, especially on the defensive sides.
Well, how much does that change your setups if you're kind of scared to go into that mid-tunnel?
Exactly, the rotations. We saw how quickly EG could rotate from A to B. So when you're not playing it, it makes it very easy for the offense. But look at Priest getting very aggressive. There's 3 players from EG here. The first blood goes to Fellow, a nice gunfight win.
Fellow now up to 9-5, and he's found a healthy, I think it might be his 3rd first blood in this game. So he's been fantastic from that standpoint, really his overall in the game too. No trade comes through for 100 Thieves.
Again, when we talked about the entry players on EG, it was Fellow and Royalty, and they're having a great game right here. There's the grab slam as well out of Royalty.
2-man advantage. Can they get this to the round 11? 40 seconds now on the clock. Royalty tagged up. Nice finesse there to get away with his life. Hit down to like 30 HP and gets away. They line up for Fellow. 11 on the board. Gunjar gets the final one, but great positioning from Fellow. And somehow we find ourselves in around 11. I mean, this is 2 search teams that they have not been strong search teams. I mean, even though, you can knock EG for being the worst search team we've had, the fact they were eliminated in the Pro League, but 100 Thieves were embarrassing at times, whether it was finding first bloods and throwing away those positions, or I mean, they've probably been critiqued the most by the desk out of anyone just for poor play when they get that advantage.
We'll see now, what do we have going to round 11? So Octane has Tempest, that's gonna be it. On the other side, you have Vision Pulse. Close to Streaks as well, 125 away. Maybe Gunjar gets a Tempest, but right away. So now 100 Thieves, this is just gonna waste time off the clock if you're Fellow, right? He's just gonna stay alive, and while 100 Thieves can't do anything, you see how all 5 of them, how far back they are. So now after this, EG can re-rotate on over towards this side. But what will 100 Thieves do? Will they rotate?
And
now you're down to 100. Yep, now he's got the streak.
So you get the information behind the Vision Pulse, you get even more than out of the Lightning. He's just gonna ping that for now. Caesar still grouped up at back B, but look at that defensive front you now have from EG. The Lightning's gonna come through, they're stacked. Does it connect on anything? Not gonna happen. A cluster backs up Exotic as well. Now they're trying to push across. It looks like top heaven. That number 9, Kenny, is starting to work up, but Priesta, your superstar, has been taken out of the action. Kenny gets one, gets away with his life. Slasher comes through as well. From a 5v4 for EG to now a 3 versus 3. Attach lines up a pair. 1 player left in Kenny.
He's down.
He's got a clutch.
Down. Oh, he gets away. But they line up. It's a 1 versus 1. And he gets
him, Kenny! Kenny with the round 11 heroics. Bails out 100 Thieves as they now take a 2-0 edge in this best of 5.
Why is that player running? Why not just sit in the corner?